We here on this channel understand that the only thing worth a damn in World of Warcraft is its PvP, man. So if the PvP sucks, WoW sucks. Well, the War Within expansion is bringing all kinds of new features and even removing some crappy features from WoW PvP, man. So, dare I say, let me huff some copium. We might just be entering a new golden-ish age of World of Warcraft PvP, man. So here is every new feature coming for PvPers in the War Within. Consider this your refresher, man. So, new battleground, man. Deep Hall Ravine. It's a new 10v10 battleground, so it's going to be a relatively small map, and it's a first to 1500 points in a similar vein to Arathi Basin. Actually, upon review of the new BG, it seems more like a mix of Silvershard Mines and Warsong Gulch, to be fair. I'm going to be capturing crystals, escorting minecarts, and riding minecarts in order to infiltrate the enemy backlines. Dude, I don't know, it just sounds pretty saucy. Plus, it's a 10v10 BG, anything that's over 30 players, I don't know, dude, just puts a bad taste in my mouth. It is heavily being alluded to by Blizzard that this is going to be the first of many future new battlegrounds. Joining the pool, man, which is awesome. And hey, man, it is actually my day job right now to run a Raid Shadow Legends YouTube channel. How about that? Who'd have thunk it? But that does also mean that the best possible way that you can help to support me and support the videos and keep the videos blasting across all of my channels, including this one, is simply by clicking on the promo link down below at the top of the video description and signing up to Raid using my link. It's completely free, takes you 60 seconds, and you'll also start off a new Raid account with a whole bunch of free starting supplies. That link down there literally allows me to work full-time on YouTube, so thank you so much to anybody who does decide to go ahead and click that. Next up, speaking of new battlegrounds, a reason why Blizzard are looking to blast more new battleground maps is because, of course, they are pushing solo queue rated battlegrounds as kind of like the backbone of rated PvP. This is, of course, going to be the Battleground Blitz game mode simply being converted into a solo queue rated battleground game mode in the War Within. Personally, I think this is awesome. Every solo queue rated battleground can only have 2 healers and 6 DPS, and so finding groups and being healer starved and having ultra giga, like 1 hour plus queues, like we got in Solo Shuffle Arena, shouldn't be as big of a problem going into solo queue rated battlegrounds, which is sweet. And this is further supplemented by the fact that while these are solo queue RPGs, you are able to join as a duo as long as one player in your duo is a healer. So it's actually going to encourage a little bit of duo play and yeah, encourage you to pressure your friends to play healer so you can play together, and hopefully the queues shouldn't be as bad. And honestly, I'm just really excited about it. I think it's going to be awesome. It's probably going to form the backbone of the content on this channel, to be honest, going into the War Within. And dude, I've got like 4 warlocks at level 70 already, you know, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be trying to blast these with like every possible spec and build imaginable. I'm gonna play some with Sophie, that's gonna be sweet. We'll see how those go as well. Now, in addition to solo queue RPGs, if you've been away from the game for a while and you're not sure how these work, these are basically a Battleground Blitz format, meaning these battlegrounds are going to be a bit shorter than the regular BGs. They're usually completable in about like 60% of the time, so they're quite quick, and the objectives have been adjusted to make them just a little bit quicker. And not only that, but your item level when you queue up for a solo queue RPG is scaled up. Right, and the idea is that even if you are super undergeared, you can still queue a solo battleground and be on a level-ish playing field with everybody who is involved, you know. So if there's a low-geared guy in your team, it's not going to matter that much, and likewise, if there's just a Giga Chad ultra-high-geared guy in your team, he's not going to get to carry too much. It's just really nice. Also means that if you take a massive break from the game, you can still just hop into these as a way of gearing up, farming honor and conquest simultaneously. It's just juicy as hell. Next up, don't you just love the Great Vault and getting your PvP gear from Great Vault RNG on the weekly? No, you don't, because everybody hates that. Well, I'm sure some people do like it. Me personally, oh my god, having to wait until like a big reset day just to pull a random piece of gear from the Great Vault, that sucked like crazy. Well, it's gone in Dragonflight. They're removing PvP objectives from the Great Vault system, which I feel is sweet. And what they're doing instead is allowing you to farm more conquest on the spot, rather than having to wait for your item reward on the weekly. And supplementing that point, here is actually the official blue post on the matter, saying, with the War Within, we were removing the PvP category from the Great Vault. And as part of this change, we'll be increasing the amount of conquest you can earn each week and increasing the rate at which you earn it. Here are the new weekly conquest caps as compared to Dragonflight Season 3. And so you can see here that, well, these are the Dragonflight numbers on the left side, these are the good old War Within on the right, and yeah, they're just going to ramp up the caps way faster. The gear is going to be coming in way faster, and dude, it doesn't just end with this as well. There are also increases to the amount of conquest that you are earning from all of these various sources within the game. Oh my god, I can't even fit them all on screen. Just about not anyway, but still, it's a hell of a lot of them, and these are looking like, okay, so it's a 110 for the first win of your first epic battleground of the day, to 125, and then 25 to 30 on the next win for epic BGs. We got from 8 to 10, we got from 45 to 52, 80 to 93. It looks like about a 15% increase just kind of across the board to your conquest gains. So this plus higher conquest caps just means happy days, man. It just means easier and faster gearing for everybody, which is sweet as well, because in the War Within, of course, warbands are going to be a thing, which means just having multiple characters up at max level is going to be quite desirable, I think, to a lot of folks. It's going to be a very ult-encouraging expansion for the first time in WoW's history, which is sweet. So being able to gear up your guys faster and have multiple guys ticking along in PvP, it's just going to be really nice indeed, man. And to further supplement this, in order to get your hands on your conquest weapons in the War Within, the system's changing a little bit as well. A few weeks into a new season, into a new PvP season in the War Within, you're going to get a quest. Everybody's going to get a quest, and that quest will simply be to farm a certain amount of conquest points, and as soon as you've done that, you can turn the quest in, and bam, you get yourself your happy little conquest weapon. Here is what Blizzard had to say in the good old blue post about these conquest weapons, man, and a developer's note, no less. In conjunction with the conquest and update, which we already covered just now, we wanted to provide additional context on how players will earn their weapons in 11.0 Season 1. Players can earn a set of conquest weapons suitable to their specialization without having to spend conquest. Players can pick up the quest Weapons of Conquest either by entering a rated PvP match or by going to the blah 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 and speaking to the conquest quartermaster Lana Lee, and this quest will task them with earning 2,500 conquest, which is achievable on week 3 of the season. You then complete that quest, speak with the quest giver, and she will give you weapons, shields, and offhands appropriate for your specialization. Very lovely indeed. Oh, and then just a footnote here at the bottom, but after completing this quest, you then gain the ability to purchase more conquest weapons if you want for different off-specs and stuff like that from this vendor, as you would as usual. Honestly, I quite like this system. I've always felt like saving up your conquest to get your hands on a weapon in a given season has always been a bit, you just have to save a lot, okay? Like, especially if like your weapon is like a staff or something, sometimes you gotta wait a couple of weeks just to get, like, of saving conquest to get your hands on a weapon. This way, at least, everyone's gonna get it at roughly the same time. It's no extra effort. You could be earning other pieces as you're kind of saving up for this quest. To get your conquest weapon, you get, like, braces or whatever while you're waiting. It's just nice. And boom! That's about it for your refresher, I think. Now, one more time, god damn it, the best way you can help to support these videos, and we've got a BG video coming up next, trying to shake some of that rust off and see how we can pull off some 1vx, you know what I'm saying? But the best way you can support these videos on this channel is by clicking that promo link down below and signing up to Raid using that link. Totally free, takes you a minute, and it helps me out more than words can tell. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later.